Good afternoon. I'm Sophia Mendoza, and I have invited you all here today to learn a little bit about myself. I have brought in this bag 3 things that represent me, one that represents my past, one that represents my present, and one that represents my future. First, I would like to talk about this bag itself. It's one of many that I have collected from running marathons. I've run a total of 19 full marathons, including qualifying for Boston next year. For those of you who don't know, a marathon consists of 26.2 miles, so this means I've raced a total of 500 miles in just marathons. Other than running marathons, I also ran high school cross country and track, but decided at the age of 16 that I wanted to run longer distances, so I got into running marathons. Before that, I was an active child all my life. All right. Next, I would like to talk about my 3-legged pig called a chanchito. In Chile, the country which I was born in, these represent good luck. I moved to Iowa City, Iowa when I was 5 years old and going into kindergarten. However, my mom never wanted us to lose our ability to speak Spanish and didn't want us to forget the culture. So she raised us to only speak Spanish with her and to embrace the culture as part of our own. That has really shaped me into the person that I am today. Okay. Although I grew up in Iowa City, and I go to school at Iowa State University, my parents have since relocated to North Carolina. Therefore, during the summers, I spend it in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, instead of spending it in Iowa. Currently, I'm a research assistant at Duke University in Orthopedic Oncology Research Lab. This is my badge representing my present, as I'm currently doing it now in the summer. My dad. Even though my dad is a surgeon and I spent a lot of time in the hospital, it wasn't until last summer when I took an EMT course that I discovered I wanted to go into the medical field. The stethoscope represents my future because I hope to someday work in the emergency department as a nurse practitioner or a PA helping others in need. Okay. In conclusion, I hope that you have learned a little bit about myself through my objects, the bag which represents my biggest hobby, the pig which represents my past, the badge which represents my present, and the stethoscope which represents my future. I want to thank you all for coming here and listening to me. The end. Okay, good luck. You stop recording?